All right. So I just wanted to jump on in here and just show like this horrible trade that I'm in for 7 minutes before market opens. And I just want to go ahead and jump on here for a couple of reasons. I want to talk about um, chart setup, and I also want to talk about having a bias, really not having a bias in the market. First and foremost, if you trade and you don't want to pay premium packages for Tradingview, but you love Tradingview, you want to use Tradingview. I don't know if a lot of you possibly already know this, but you do not have to use the futures, right? Because the futures are going to be delayed, right? So this is all delayed movement from earlier this week, all delayed. And this is actually on the June contract from 2024. So I haven't even updated the contracts on this, but it's all delayed, all right? However, if you still want to make those trades, without paying the premium packages, and you want to trade the futures, and you want to trade the NQ or the S&P or the US 30 or the DIA or whatever, then you can do that using the indices because these charts are exactly the same as the other charts. I mean, within a couple of points, whatever. You just can't really see the points matching up over here. So the reason I say this, to really take a good look at this chart. This is called the Monday range, these three lines. It gives me the Monday low and the Monday high. I love trading using that range. Right now, we are clearly way out of that range. But if we look at this chart and then we go to a chart that has the range on it, let's go to the 15-minute chart. This is the 5-minute chart. Let's go to 15-minute chart because I want you to be able to see it. Then I want to zoom out, right? This is not the Monday range, but I'm zooming out so you can see that this chart, and I'm going to make it larger. This chart looks pretty close to this chart. So here's the Monday low. Here's the Monday low. Here's the Monday high. And then we get that big push Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then the fall off. And now we're just kind of bull flagging or bear flagging right here off of this push down. So now I want to show you that, right? Monday low, Monday high. It's that push, bear flagging. All right. So you can trade using these indices and not have to pay those premium packages. And it's something that you can, easily do. I've done it for a long time. I love Tradingview charts. I love charting based on Tradingview, but I don't like paying those packages at times. And granted, and let's just say you feel bad because you didn't, you spent too much money on Christmas for your families or whatever. You just didn't have any money left over to even purchase even the best deals from Tradingview. And that's okay. And that's okay. So you don't have to. You can wait for another deal. Or if you're going to get paid or you're going to have money coming in on the first of the month, they're going to have some type of New Year's sale coming back in too. It might not be as beautiful as that Black Friday sale, or they might extend the Black Friday sale. I don't know. But you can, you don't have to purchase those packages is what I'm really saying. And let's say you don't like this chart, you don't like to use it or whatever. That's fine. Perfectly okay. 1-minute chart. We had a nice little squeeze right here from, I don't know why this is way off of that. That should have been right there. Right. It should be right there. We had a nice squeeze right here. And then I got into this trade on this push and pull back right here. You can zoom in on that. I got into this trade on when this pushed up, closed, and held on this pullback is when I got into 12 contracts. Now, when I say 12 contracts, I built that this trade closer to the tops of these. It pushed. I had 65 was where I had like 3 contracts out. I had 3 contracts at like 66, 3 contracts at 67, and then one up there at like 75 because I was in 10 in the beginning and then it pulled all the way back and grabbed 2 more contracts. So I'm in 12. My line in the sand is below this line right here, right? So if I get below that and it closes below that, then I'm completely out. I'm not going to stay in the trade. And I know that's a huge loss. But again, this is just testing the accounts, just seeing what it is. And a couple of times, this popped up here, this popped up here, this popped up here. Clearly, all 3 times I could have easily gotten out for a great profit, $1,000, $1,200 for all of these accounts. And I'm trading the micros. So another reason why I'm okay with being in 12 contracts, I'm really just in one contract, right? So my risk tolerance is much higher, even though it's one contract across 20 accounts. In real life, I'm probably not trading 20 accounts. So my risk tolerance that I look at is actually right here, this number. Like this one account that I'm in is down $100, right? So it's really what I'm looking at. I just need a little continuation, right? Little continuation. So we're in 12, got 5 here, 2 here. We're going to see if that ends up making it. The market's opening up in literally less than a minute. I would love to be out of this trade before the market opens because I honestly think my overall bias for this market is down. Even though we had a huge move up, if we go back to this chart, even though we had this huge move up, we've kind of crested and turned over, and we're looking at just building this. I just feel like this is a big time bear flag that we might falsely bump, and then we're going to continue to make our way back down to the Monday high. I obviously can be completely wrong, and I don't like bringing a bias into the market because of that reason, because this thing could easily keep going and make new highs. However, I personally believe that overall today is going to be a down day, but because of that, that's what I was going to get to. I don't like bringing a bias to the market because, well, there you go. I'm out of all of that. I ended up making about a little over $2,000 on this because there you go. 2705 is what I made on that trade. Okay. And the market just popped and opened. That is not the way you want to trade that. It's not the way I would trade these accounts in real life. I would not have a position in the market and hold it through market open. It's not something I would do. But my whole point of saying this is I don't come to the market with a bias. I try to come to the market, see what the chart is giving me in that moment, and try and trade within 30 minutes to an hour of that moment. I'm not trying to pull 20 to 30 to 40 points out of the market. That trade, I was in at 58.25, 12 contracts, and my last contract that I sold was at 67. So that's less than 10 points. Even on the micros. And that's exactly the way I would have traded on the micros because I have 20 accounts here, which means that one account made about $150. And that would be perfect and lovely for me on a daily basis. So I don't try and come to the market to try and make $2,000 because on a short because I just feel like the market is going to go down today. I don't do that. I try and come to the market completely unbiased. I want to chart the market as it sits, right? As it sits there, I want to chart and see what it gives me in those moments. And then I want to gain a bias in that moment and look for a setup. Whether it's long or short, I don't care. If it sets up to be a long, I want to be in long. If it sets up to be short, I want to be in short. I don't want to think I'm waiting for that one sell trade that I can make and pull 20 to 30 points out of it. That might work for a lot of people. I just don't want to spend that much time creating a bias and watching to see if that happens. I don't. So I don't trade that way. It keeps me out of the market. Sometimes it puts me in bad trades because I don't know when the market will make its move, where it's going to go. We all don't know that. So I just try and get in and get out as quickly as possible, extracting what I can. So today, $2,700. I'm now $7,000 up. I resetted this account, I think probably 20 times at this point. But in this moment, I reset it on Monday, traded once on Monday in which I didn't have the accounts, the trade copier on all the accounts. It was my fault. This over here was on number one, but the accounts that the trade copier was set up on number three. So it only traded the first account, and that's the reason why this first account is $200 to $300 more than the rest of them. I did take a trade after I went off and did the video and ended up making $5,000 on the day, which would have been roughly what I made on that one trade if all of the accounts had been together. So anyways, Having said that, $2,700 right then and there. Today wasn't about using, showing you the platform and getting in and out of trades. Today was more about you don't have to purchase data to trade. Even if you don't like the platform that you're using, you don't have to purchase the data. You can use the indices on TradingView. They are free, and the charts look and act the exact same way. Just to kind of prove that again, we'll go to the 1 minute chart here, and as you can see, here we go. Take a really good look at these candles right here. This is what has happened. And then let's zoom in on these candles right here. This is what's happening exactly right now, right? So that's the reason why I wanted to get on. One, don't have a bias when you come to the market, especially if you're going to be day trading and you're just wanting to pull and extract 3 to 5 points or 10 points out of the market. Just come in, look for the setup that you know exists. Like that is a sell setup. I'm taking it all day. Whether I think the market is going to go 150 points to the good today, or whether it's going to sell off, I'm taking that sell trade because it is the setup that I know will give me the points that I need. All right. And that's all I got for you today. I appreciate you watching, and I'm going to keep trying to come and bring you more videos every single day and show you these charts until maybe I get one, I hope. Anyways, y'all have a great day and see you tomorrow.